Hello internet friends, my name is Chris. We're taking a break today from the electronics videos to go back to one of my favorite old topics, HVAC repair. This is a very short story about an issue I had this past summer and how we resolved it. I like to watch HVAC repair videos on YouTube, and one of the things that I've seen again and again is people's condensate drain lines get clogged. Now where I live, they tend to put the air handler with the evaporator coil in the attic. And the way this works is when the water drips off of the evaporator coil, it's supposed to go out a drain line. Depending on how your system is installed, that drain line could go a lot of different places. Sometimes there's a little pipe coming out of the wall near the outside air conditioning unit. For ours, you can't see that pipe, and under normal operation, that water just drains out through the gutter. However, there needs to be a backup plan in case that line gets clogged, and that's why there's a metal pan underneath the air handler. If the drain line from the evaporator gets clogged, that water will spill out and collect in that pan. There are three things that can happen from that point. Two of them are okay and one of them is really bad. What's supposed to happen is that there's a secondary overflow drain line, and so that water is routed outside and drips out, hopefully in a place where you're going to notice it. And this is exactly what happened here. One day I was walking along this path by the side of my house and water dripped on my head. I looked up and realized there was a fairly steady flow of water dripping out of this pipe. Fortunately, I was familiar enough with my air conditioning system to know what that was, and that if that's happening, it means there's something wrong with the primary drain, which is bad. Because the second thing that can happen, let's say the overflow drain is also clogged, at least on some systems, there's a float switch there that detects that the water has filled up the drain pan, and that turns off your air conditioning, if you have that float switch installed, and if it's working correctly. The worst case scenario is that that water keeps coming and fills up the drain pan, overflows it, and now it's pouring into your attic, which is pouring onto the ceiling of the room below. The important thing to remember is the drain pan is a backup system, and it's really not built to contain a lot of water for a long time. So when I spotted this drip, I knew I had to do something about it, and I decided to brave the 100+ degree attic and go up there and see if it would be an easy fix. Okay, enough with the voiceover. Let's watch the video. Okay. So clearly we are not draining properly. It's been a couple of years since I used to watch those HVAC channels, but it's top here. Okay. Looks a little cloggy, but sorry, it's hard to hold the camera here and look at this. Got any respect for those guys. They left us a little cleaning dingus. Sure. Oh yeah, it's clogged from that end and the little trap, so maybe, I don't know, maybe as a non-professional I can get this sorted out. I'm gonna have to put my phone down, but anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get that going. There we go. Wasn't too bad. Just had to clear out the trap. Excellent. I'll get that cleaned off. It's 1,000 degrees up here, so I'm not going to spend any more time with the video, but hey, turns out it was just a trap.